my life in Washington, D.C.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. You know, I was saying impeach him from the day he was inaugurated.
Yep.
Because he was violating the emoluments law right away. I mean, he was not divesting from his business, and he has a hotel right down there, and he was booking it for all kinds of GOP events and inaugural events and making money, foreign and domestic, and it was an impeachable offense then.
That's right.
I don't know why the American people couldn't understand that. But we are in a better spot tonight, I think, because we have something that is really bad, which is that this is not something that happened in the past. This is something that is happening in real time while Trump is president. He's abusing his power, and it's going to affect our 2020 election.
Right.
So it should strike fear in the hearts of all Americans for the safety of our 2020 elections. And I mean, I think if we hammer that, and that this is what democracy is about, we really have a chance, folks. But please, hammer it.
So last Thursday, I guess, was it last Thursday? I got a text from Droop here that said, it's stuck now, that said, can we do something about whistleblowers? And so I Googled like songs about whistleblowers, and I found this song, and it is by ED Pickford. And then my friend Linda and I down there, we made a giant whistle. If you want your picture made with a giant whistle, you can be your own whistleblower. It's down there next to Linda down there.
And they were trying to think of something that they could write on this whistle. And I stated the obvious, blow me. But it was voted down, I think, as not being appropriate for family viewing. But just imagine it says blow me on it.
Which also, I'm like telling you guys all our secrets, which also led me last night to finding a clip from an old Lauren Bacall and Humphrey Bogart movie where she says, "You know how to whistle, don't you? Just put your lips together and blow."
Anyway, back to whistleblowing.
It's like, perfect, yeah. Ludlow tends to Peterloo. Tyrants do what tyrants do. Only thing that brings them low is when they hear that whistle blow. This is just a story old, death and dust and lust for gold, with a hero brave and bold called the whistleblower. Whistleblowers have no choice. Conscience makes them raise their voice. When they do, I say rejoice. For the whistleblower. From Ludlow tents to Peterloo, tyrants do what tyrants do. The only thing that brings them low is when they hear that whistle blow. Whistleblowers stand before hounds from hell and dogs of war, trained to guard with truth and cloth secrets of the schemers. They impale the truth by thorn, nail the hands of those who warn, treat all sacrifice with scorn, crush the hopes of dreamers. From Ludlow tents to Peterloo, tyrants do what tyrants do. The only thing that brings them low is when they hear that whistle blow.
I just want to do a shout out for the Kremlin Annex family here. They're just special. They're Gene and I's mentors. This is the woman that got me calling our representative. But every one of these people and the HR individuals are just unbelievable. And it just makes so feel good in the heart. And Linda's over here, and Sherry's over here, and Gerard's over there. It's a family. And when my wife and I retired, we didn't expect to be doing this, but we got a whole new family, and we love each one of them.
Thank you.
I just want to do a quick shout out to a Washington Post columnist, Richard Cohen, who retired today after 51 years. What an amazing man. He's been all over the world. On his first day of work at the Washington Post, he was put in the desk next to Carl Bernstein of Watergate fame. What a way to start your career. But a shout out to Richard Cohen. And the theme of our signs tonight are democracies under attack. And just a couple things from this week I just pulled out from the news. At the UN, Trump said, when I took over the U.S., not they became president, when I took over the U.S. Think we have a problem there? And then he talked about, well, I'm being really good. I'm not going to do any military action against Iran. We're going to talk, do some more sanctions. But he said, I could have taken the easy way out. I could have sent troops in. The easy way out to send men and women into war. Every president I've ever heard said the worst decision they have to make, the hardest, is to send troops into war. But for Trump, it's the easiest decision. I could have took the easy decision, but I didn't. No respect for the military or their lives or young men and women. Then I went back, I think it was in June or July, where he was asked a question, and he said, well, I might take assistance from a foreign country to help me in the election. He may take assistance. Well, guess what he's done? He's done it again. So, and the head of the Federal Election Commission said that's illegal. She came right out in the public and said that's illegal, but that didn't bother him one bit. Then he tried to rationalize holding the funds for Ukraine. He said it's because there was corruption. I'm not even going to get into the Biden thing because of corruption. Today it completely flipped. Now he says I withheld the funds because I want the European countries to pay more. A whole new story today. Completely flipped. And then his personal lawyer said he was sent by the State Department on a mission to the Ukraine. The personal lawyer of Trump is sent by our State Department. So you know who else is in this cover-up? The entire State Department. And Mulvaney. Pompeo, he's just as guilty as the rest of them. They sent Giuliani over there to talk with the Ukrainian government. And then I've been trying to figure a way. People ask, we talk to our neighbors or friends. We cannot figure out how people still support Trump. The question comes up every time. We said we just cannot figure it out. Well, somebody posted on Twitter, they've summed it up really perfectly, and that's what I'm going to use from now on. If you're a Trump supporter, at this point in time, you're either brainwashed or willfully ignorant or just plain stupid. And that has to be it. What else can it possibly be? Well, it could be that also, but they're willfully ignorant. They don't care. They don't want to try to find out the truth. And then I'll have a quote from Greta Thunberg from Sweden. What an amazing woman. She is just unbelievable. And she is,
Calling her a woman.
that's what she is.
She's still a child, but
She's an unbelievable person.
young woman.
And the right wing is just destroying her. There was a guest on Fox News who just literally destroyed her, talked about her mental illness. She has Asperger's. She's not mentally ill. She has Asperger's. And just ridiculed her. Fox News actually apologized for that, so they wouldn't have him back on. But 2 hours later, Laura Ingraham agreed with what he said and said it was significant. They didn't apologize for that. But guess what? Laura Ingram's brother got on Twitter today and said, "I disown my sister. I've had enough of her hate." He disowned his own sister publicly. So that is really big news. I think that's about all I got to say tonight.
I would like to point out one ironic fact.
Okay.
With all that Trump is saying, he's trying to deflect attention from what he's doing onto Joe Biden and his son. And he's complaining that Joe Biden did something inappropriate to advance his son. What does that sound like? Does that sound like Ivanka and Jared? I mean, what a person to talk about protecting your children and advancing them and giving them more than they deserve. And on top of it, I don't know. I mean, the whole thing is turned upside down. Everything is turned upside down. I do not understand why people do not understand what is right and what is wrong anymore. It's scary to me, and I think we have to keep telling people which end is up.
The butt end's up.
And nicely.
Butt end's up. Butt end is up. I did have one more thing, food for thought. Somebody in Trump's administration, when he was asked about Trump's tan on his face, said he had good genes. Good genes. They even lie about that. My goodness. Back to you, Irene.